said a word I want to key on. And you said mini depression. You know what I'm saying? So in that state, it's a very hungry state, you know. So talk about being at your lowest and being able to come and use that as some fuel to get to where you are now.
At that particular time, as far as things that I was looking to pursue, it was probably like my second biggest letdown. My first biggest letdown was not getting into Morehouse.
Okay.
I'd applied to Morehouse, and mind you, at the time, you know, I was coming out of school out of the IB program. I had a 3.95 GPA.
I remember this.
I tested high on my test scores.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I like this was like something that happened at school, and people were talking about it.
Everybody was like, "Man, I thought he was a shoo-in." Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening, and you know, because of course I appealed it to get the review.
Mm-hmm.
The dean had looked and said, you know, that they had made a mistake on my admissions decision.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, how's college make a mistake on your admissions?
Yeah.
You know. But then after visiting there, I can fully understand how they made a mistake. Because, you know, even though, don't get me wrong, of course it's a very prestigious HBCU.
Yeah.
But just like any HBCU, they got some people there that you be like, damn, whose auntie are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so what they were going to do, what the dean offered to do was allow me to resubmit my stuff for second semester transfer.
Okay.
So I was pumped. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do a little semester here at University of Puget Sound, and I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm headed to Atlanta. What they didn't tell me was that you don't get the same financial aid package as you do as an incoming freshman as you do for a transfer.
Wow.
So in order for me to try to get that anywhere near somewhat of that scholarship package, I would have had to establish residency first.
So you would have to do a whole year in Georgia.
In Georgia before I'd even started. I was like, at the time, man, it was too much extra for what I was prepared for at the time. And UPS actually gave me a great financial aid package. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the LuQuam scholarship recipients that they give out one a year.
Okay.
I was at one.
Sheesh.
It's like a $20,000 scholarship.
Yeah.
Based on merit. And I had that and a bunch of other scholarships that are all geared for Washington State schools. So
you was in there.
I really had to, that was a part of me growing up, like instantly it's like, okay, do I go there because I want to go there because I know it's going to be a great time, or do I do what's, you know, probably going to be better for my future in the long run? So it was a tough decision. Like I went back and forth with it, talked to my uncles about it, and you know, they gave me the real about, you know, why I wanted to go there, and I knew deep down in my mind why I wanted to go there.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to go to Atlanta.
Exactly.
You know but they're like, now at the time, what do you want to pursue? Is that going to be the best situation for you, especially trying to inherit all of this initial debt, you know, on top of what you're probably just gonna have just based on student loans, regardless.
Exactly.
Man upstairs always got a plan.
Exactly.
You know, just because it's not the plan that you have set for yourself doesn't mean it's the plan that's right for you.
Exactly.
So go to the music thing, and we started kicking that off. I started doing like the little mixtape joints, just and throwing them out there, just anonymously though.
Yeah, anonymous.
Anonymously, just to test them out, because you know MySpace was still kind of on its way out at the time. So I throw it up on the page, you know, just to kind of see what people say on it.
What type of feedback?
You know, when people started going, "Who's that? Who's that?" Well, oh, you know, it's this guy I know.
This guy I know. He's alright. Yeah.
Would you rock with him though?
So what made you go that route? Like putting it out with no art, like not you behind it. You just wanted to.
Really was a lack of confidence at the time. Yeah. Like, you know, people have always told me I can sing, but until you really believe that, you know, because unlike a lot of people that I'm affiliated with in the area that they've known, like, music is what I wanted to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, I want to be a rapper. I want to be a singer. That wasn't me. Yeah. You know, that was always just something I did when I was with the homies, or, you know, when the ladies asked me to sing or something like that. It was more hobby type. Okay. And so just diving into trying to pursue a career in it, initially there was a lack of confidence. Yeah. I was like, man, you know, what if people are just telling me this because of their homies or because they know me? What if I'm terrible? You see people on American Idol all the time that come from places where people be like, you're good. You're really good. And they get out there and they're like, I don't know who lied to you.
Yeah, bro, exactly. This ain't for you. That's really real. Like to be able to explain why, like, I had lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? People shy away from saying things like that. Right. But if it's real, it's something like you said, it's relatable to other people. They can feel like, I always thought I could sing, but you know, I never really heard nobody else tell me that I was good. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and we do it as people all the time in like relationships and stuff, where, like if there's a fine girl right there, I think she's fine. I'm like, hey, what she look like? Hey, what she look like? Is she fine to you?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then they be like, yeah, nigga, she bad, or they be like, nah, she ugly, and you be like, yeah, she is kind of ugly, or you know what I'm saying? It's kind of that. Where you hear other people agree to.
You need other people's approval.
Need other people's approval a little bit, and especially when you're making music and you're trying to pursue the career, you're gonna need approval of fans to take the like to it. So, I mean, you have 3A, 3A IB.
Yeah.
Damn.
IB, man.
You wanna know what's crazy? I hear all them grades and everything, but I feel like, nigga, I'm the smartest nigga in the tat. Like, I'm the smartest nigga in the tat.
Nah, man.
I bet you I got more Stephen A in my lingo than you got.
I don't know if you do, brother.
I bet you up. That sounds a little preposterous. You know where I can.
More like Skip Bayless, man.
I really do sound like Skip though. Nah, but for real, man, I really be trying to use big words. It's good to connect with other people that really are on the same wavelength as you, and you know what I'm saying? You feel it when you talk to them, like educated, get people around it. That's the main thing that we got going with creating conversation, and everybody that's involved is just the same type of mindset. We're just trying to uplift and provide a platform for everyone, and you know what I'm saying, make it happen in everybody's lives. So
I think it's important because, you know, in a day and age now where social media is prevalent, it's like people don't really get a chance to get to know anybody anymore. Yeah. Like, you know, it's interesting to me because, you know, just like I know everybody that's known me coming up, you know, has known me to be a scholar and an athlete.
Yeah.
Everybody music-wise that have only known me through music, you know, when they hear that I've done stuff scholastically, they're like, what?
Yeah, with social media, it's
people can be whoever they want to be.
Whoever they want on there.
And I feel like so many people are. It's you can agree with this. You see people on a daily basis. You'll see the way they act on social media. And be like,
totally
I know
different
you in real life.
Totally different.
And this ain't you.
This ain't you.
That's crazy.
You know what's weird? When people are more enjoyable to kick it with in person, and I hate them on social media.
Yeah.
There's like a couple people that I love you in person, bro. Like, you tight, my nigga. You cool.
Get to be this person.
But then you are so annoying on that thing, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You out here putting.
I just unfollow them, man. You know, people they get real
sensitive
when you unfollow somebody. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, I deal with you personally. I don't know who this character is.
Yeah, who you're drumming up over here on the computer.
I deal with you on a personal level. And you know what's funny? In music, because you know music is big on branding and it's big on imaging.
Yeah,
I find that the way that I deal with business and with other artists is different than what the superficial level of music is accustomed to. Okay. So you got artists that feel like they've, you know, being in their artist life, have to get a certain sense of entitlement or feel like people have to bow to them in a certain way, and I'm like, you know, everybody puts their pants on the same way I do.
Same way. I'm a human. You gonna bleed your blood the same way I'm gonna bleed mine.
So when sometimes people come at me to do business, like as far as like getting hooks and whatnot, it's sometimes I feel like people feel like I owe them something. Yeah. But then when I address it as such, I'm like, you know, I don't really owe you a whole lot of nothing.
Nothing.
Really, I don't even know your personal name. So why you feel I would owe you a favor?
Yeah.
It is
beyond me.
Beyond me.
Yeah.
So it's taken, like, there's been people that I've dealt with, you know, through social networks and through email, business-wise, that hated me, and I couldn't stand them.
Yeah.
And then when we sat down and had a conversation, then they see
where it's all coming from. We get the same. That's what's so crazy about literally a face-to-face conversation and social media or text messaging or even on the phone. Like on the phone you can kind of project your voice in a way.
People forgot.
But that face-to-face communication is so lost in communication right now because of this. You feel me? And people don't even know how to talk to each other in person anymore, and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? You get in front of these people and you're like, I see them on social media. They must be all this great and all this.
You get weird.
Nigga, what's wrong with you, nigga? You don't even know how to. Nigga?
Yeah, like that's one thing about me,
you,
and that's what I pride myself on my brand is. You know, I don't get on social media and try to fabricate or mislead people into believing I live this extravagant life, even
Yeah.
regardless of like the placements that I have. Because one would believe based on the placements that I have that, you know, I'd be living on a certain higher status of life.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, look, man, I'm at my job right now, tired.
Grinding.
You know what I'm saying? I done been up all night.
Yeah.
You know, in the studio recording, got me 2 hours of sleep, had to come. I hit the highway to work, and I'm here for the next 10 hours.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to sneak a nap in when I can.
Yeah.